tried to cancel the signal. They tried to crash the network. They tried to distract you with a dozen news scandals that meant absolutely nothing. But here we are. The siege of liberty is not just a show. It is an infection, and they cannot quarantine the truth. Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Patrick Henry. Last week I told you that the entire political system is just a scripted show. I told you that the inefficiency is not just a mistake, it is the business model for the Lizard Council. Okay, they want the spending, they want the $300 million to just vanish into the thin air and the shadows, and they want your tax dollars buying cocaine for monkey experiments. Okay, you hear me? Do you hear me? They are taking the currency and they're spending it on cocaine for monkey experiments, creating drug addiction in other species for the sole purpose of perpetuating the research grant cycle. It's the fraud loop, okay? This guy was shocked. Elon Musk. Did you follow his work with the Department of Government Employees? Okay, he's just shocked that someone would use a dead person's ID for Social Security when the government is literally funding drug abuse in primates. That's why he's not the man for the job. It's like the time the FBI gave Robert Hansen the job of finding out who's leaking all these secrets to the enemy, okay? He's got 20 years of work and unlimited budget. There's no oversight. Oh, they're always so close to catching the guy, okay? There you go. That's proof that politics is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, we've got to beat the Russians. There's this huge threat. We got to dedicate an enormous effort to society, all the resources of the country. We got to mortgage our children's future to beat these guys. That's what they were telling everyone back in the 60s, 70s, 80s. Okay, meanwhile, the number one weapon we have for fighting these bad guys, the FBI, is selling all our deepest, darkest secrets straight to the enemy, who somehow still loses to us. I mean, what kind of a battle is that? Okay, that's the Cold War in a nutshell. Okay, you and I are going to be paying for this disaster for the rest of our lives. Maybe one day our grandchildren will finally pay off the bill for this thing. I mean, but fortunately, they're always coming up with something new. This time it's Elon Musk. He started with the computer games, and then he got the PayPal, he got the Tesla, so he's controlling all the money, he's got the transportation on lock, he's got the Starlink, and now he's got the internet under control, and so now he's going for total galactic domination with the SpaceX, okay? He's got cocaine-addicted monkeys with NEURALINK, that's artificial intelligence upgrades controlling these things. Is the truth coming out? That's the only thing that they're afraid of. The truth coming out is the only thing that they're afraid of, and I got proof of it, okay? Verifiable, documented, undeniable proof that the deep state is afraid. Elon Musk. We got him on the run, boys. Elon Musk, he said he needed the best for the Department of Government Efficiency, okay? I felt the call. I applied for the job. I went directly to the source. I applied for Elon Musk's much touted Doge, the Department of Government Efficiency, okay? I told the most powerful man on this planet what they don't want him to hear, okay? He was not the man for the job because he did not understand the business, the trillions for the wars, the tax dollars buying cocaine for monkey experiments. That's the cost of the test subjects. Okay, the government is funding the raw materials for the final project. It all goes back to these cocaine monkeys. I'm telling you, In a million years, I could never come up with this stuff, okay? Someone else had the idea to give monkeys cocaine, and not just a little bit, but like a lot, okay? And a lot of monkeys for a long time, and they are spending billions, trillions, millions of dollars on this stuff, okay? You and I can't have cocaine. Why is that? Probably because it's a good idea, but why is it okay to give monkeys unlimited cocaine just to see what they'll do? Okay, and then when they're done, what happens to them, okay? What happens to these poor, confused, chemically burned out primates once their tiny primate brains are all addicted and broken? You know, where do they go? There's got to go somewhere. Well, they go to the one man who can cut open their skulls without any consequences, okay? He takes the waste, he takes the addicts, he puts the microchip into their head, and the world laughs because, ha ha ha, it's cool. Look, the monkey is playing Pong with his mind. He's getting more cocaine, but Musk is not playing a game. He's learning, people. He is learning how to program us. His end game is sick, I tell you. It is sick. Him and his game is to create the perfect slave worker, the perfect efficiency model. We are all going to be working for Tesla. Of course, you know, you're going to be working long hours, you're going to be getting a low salary, and they're going to make you addicted to maintain maximum efficiency, okay? And you won't be working for a human boss either. You remember the GIGA-BOT? Okay, these are the GIGA-BOT Overlords, okay? They will be controlling your food, your sleep, your thoughts. You're going to have to plug your brain in at night just like you do to your car. You're going to download the update, and if you don't keep them fed, if you don't feed them on time, if you don't supply the steady stream of cocaine for the system, you are going to be treated as waste. You're going to be inefficiency, and you will be fired from your life. So, I told Elon, I told him his entire project was a lie. Reading right from their job application, the Doge team is looking for world-class talent to work long hours, identifying and eliminating waste, fraud, and abuse. These are full-time salaried positions, okay? Let's just stop right there, okay? In what world is world-class talent gonna wanna work long hours for a salaried position, okay? I told him, wake up, working long hours is not efficiency, that is called slavery, and I told him I wanted a percentage of the fraud I uncovered because I already knew where the billions were hidden. I told him he was not the man for the job because he kept announcing that he was shocked, just shocked at the scale of the frauds and abuse he was uncovering. You know, I've been baptized in the blood of Waco. That was my introduction to government. As a small child, I was 6 years old watching that unfold on television, asking Mama, why? Why, Mama? Why are they setting those kids on fire? Then 9/11 happened. We spent $300 million a day for 20 years and still lose the war. Meanwhile, I'm going to a school that's costing millions, billions of dollars. We don't even have books to read, okay? And the water coming out of the water fountains is black, but Elon Musk is shocked that someone would draw Social Security with a dead person's ID. You know, I told him I was 10 years old when I figured out their game, and I told him that his rockets were primitive. They read my email, they intercepted the communication, the Lizard Council got my application, and they panicked. What did their puppet do the next day? He ran. He abandoned Doge. I know someone has to remember this, okay? Why did he leave Doge, okay? I'll tell you why. This is why he went back to his rockets. He gave one terrified final media tour to say, look, Starbase is on a public highway. It's all very public. I'll invite the world to come and visit. The rockets are not primitive. Okay, he was waving goodbye, people. He was giving us a warning before they shut the gates. And then a month later, look at the headlines. Look at the facts. Starbase is closed, okay, privatized, fenced off. They didn't just fire them, they stole the facility. They turned the public highway into a security zone because this is not Elon Musk project anymore. This is the deep state escape hatch. Okay, this is the corporate slum prototype. They are controlling access to the atmosphere. They forced the one man who had a chance to run away because I exposed the truth. I got too close and they retaliated. They got scared. They're programming our brains. Okay, that's what they're learning to do. This is not about the monkeys ultimately. Okay, they're looking at you like they're monkey and they're gonna learn how to program you. They're programming you to be addicted and efficient. And where is the final checkpoint for this whole system? Starbase. The launch pad for the elite's escape. And how are they gonna get there? With technology that's 100 years old, just to make sure that you can't go along. Musk promises to save the world with the electric car. Meanwhile, every single time he fires off one of those primitive, toxic guns, because that's what they are giant metal guns, he puts hundreds of tons of soot and chemical waste directly into the atmosphere. He injects it right into the stratosphere where it lingers for years, but you have to buy a new shower head to save the planet. You gotta pay a carbon tax. You gotta worry about your truck's emissions while the Rocket Man is firing 75,000 tons of greenhouse gas into the ozone layer, laughing at you for having to pay $10 for a light bulb. They are blaming us for the problem they are actively creating. And why? Why all this primitive polluting gun? We have had the technology for a space elevator for 50 years, okay? We do not even need these rockets to go into space, okay? They have been suppressing the space elevator for 50 years. Let that sink in, okay? A clean, safe route to space that doesn't poison the atmosphere and doesn't require a $1 trillion corporation to oversee it, okay? But you don't build a clean elevator when your true purpose is monopoly. The elevator means anyone could just walk up, push the button, and then you just go into space. The elevator means space is no longer an expensive, exclusive privilege. They don't want going to space to be easy. They want it to be a massive, exclusive, multi-billion-dollar production that only the Lizard Council can afford. They need the rockets because they need the gates, they need the fences, they need the escape hatch to be a corporate ghetto that only the ruling elite can access. The rocket is a weapon of control, not innovation. It is the final price of admission to the escape route, and you America, you were not invited. Remember the choice they gave the monkey: addiction and efficiency, or waste and death. That's the only choice they're gonna give you. The rockets are fueled. The Starbase gates are closed. They are coming for the control chip in your head. I am Patrick Henry, and this has been the Siege of Liberty. Do not trust your thoughts. Do not trust your hunger. And do not trust the air you breathe.